Lebetkin, the rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring the little bell. Ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop. And I have been listening to Doctor Who Season 13. What is Season 13? It is a sequel to Season 12. What is Season 12? It is a book and a book on tape by Alex Lees. His channel is Dr. Alex, is in the video notes. It's, I think, the best Doctor Who being produced right now. This is going to be a shorter review because the season finale is on Saturday, February 12th. I'm going to be doing a review of the full book. I'll give you a kind of like feel of the book here, on this review, but I'm going to do a much more full review next week. But what is Season 12? Season 12 was Alex Lees looking at Jodie Whittaker's Doctor Who, and much like me, being very disappointed. Honestly, I didn't think I would dislike it as much as I did, and I fundamentally hated it in every way. And if you liked it, God bless you, right? But if you love Capaldi, this is probably for you. So Alex also hated it in every way. Hated it in every way. So he's set about writing a season of Capaldi-led Doctor Who that retcons the Whittaker era away, and it does it marvelously. It does it absolutely gloriously. It just really works. So it's also a book on tape on his channel, which is in the video notes. I do recommend you checking it out. As I said, the final episode is dropping on Saturday, February 12th. My guess is around 7 o'clock. So, which is when I'll be doing a review of the full book. Fine. Before we get into it, which we sort of have already, can you hit the like button? Can you hit the share button? Can you hit that subscribe button? I mean, assuming you're not subscribed. And if you're a Rumble, please subscribe there. Hit the Rumble button. Comment. Let me know what you think. The algorithms like that a lot. I really like it an awful lot. So like, share, subscribe, comment, sign up to my Substack. Also in the video notes, it's my email newsletter. Something I really want to do, by the way. I really enjoyed these so much. I want to do an illustrated version of both Season 12 and Season 13 and put it out on my Substack. I'm putting out some cool stuff. As I said, it's an email newsletter. I'm putting out some classic comics that are out in print right now. Like this week I put out a Blake 7 strip. Do you remember the Blake 7 store magazine? I love that. So, and I'll be doing more stuff like that. But I'd love to do an illustrated version of it. Finding time is a tricky bit, but that's how much I really genuinely like this. So like, share, subscribe, comment, Substack, covered everything. Fine. Why do I want to do an illustrated version of it? I think this sinks in quite nicely. Because Season 12 and Season 13, Season 12 really worked, right? It had the Capaldi Doctor with Romana, and it seemed kind of fan wanky at first, a little bit fan wanky with K9, but boy, what a great combination these three characters are, right? They're really good and really work well. But what really sets us apart is the dialogue, how Alex really nails the speech patterns of all the characters involved. So as I said, you can catch this as a book on tape as well, which is on his channel. He narrates it, does a pretty good job. I like his Capaldi, even though it sounds nothing like Capaldi. But you get like the intonance of him. I like his K9. His K9 really works. And he has some other voice. He has other actors, other voice artists doing other voices. So he has a femme fatale do the voice of Romana. She certainly looks the part. It took me about a year and a half to get used to her being Romana because she's got a thick Romanian accent. That kind of works now, I guess, because most people in England have a thick Romanian accent. When I think English, I think thick Romanian accent now, because last time I was in England, and it was hard to find somebody with an English accent. It was really weird. It was really very strange. But she's fantastic. She's absolutely fantastic as Romana. And so I find this a very entertaining experience. So anyway, so Season 12 was a 12-part season. There's a few multi-part stories, but mainly standalone. Season 13, Alex set himself the same restrictions that Chris Chibnall set himself for Doctor Who Flux. And boy, does it work well. It works well. So there's one seamless story. It's kind of, how would I explain it? An Indiana Jonesy-esque travelogue mix. Indiana Jonesy-esque mixed with Sherlock Holmes. Remember that great Jeremy Brett Sherlock Holmes where he's chasing Moriarty before had the Reichenbach Falls ones. So it has that kind of like mix of the two with a bit of sci-fi stuff thrown in as well. So the basic premise is that they're Romana's complaining they always go to Earth. So the Capaldi Doctor takes the piss, says, "I'm going to take you somewhere totally not Earth. totally not Earth at all, and takes this little corner of space which they're now trapped in, which is the society. The aliens of that society have based themselves on, well, turn of the century British Empire, but now it's about 30 years later, so you're getting more diesel punk than steampunk. But that's essentially, you're getting like this 1930s-esque feel with sci-fi stuff as well. So the villains are a cross between classic horror, mummies and animated corpses, animated bears, animated animals, and Lovecraftian. So you have like these huge entities from beyond reality controlling it. I think the villains making deals with them, sort of, yeah, to like pull off their evil plan, which I'm not entirely, I can't remember exactly what it is. I will remember by next week when I do my full review. So what's basically happened is, there is an evil Dr. Nagati who's been usurping the dig, a museum's dig in Cairo. That'll be the planet Cairo, for nefarious ends. For evil, nefarious, mummy-esque type ends. And the whole season has been the Doctor and Romana and occasionally K9 and a large cast of characters who have been affected by this guy, this Nagati character. To go on a search for him. So that's what the travelogue's been. You've been all around the planet they started on, then you got on a it's essentially a train. It's essentially a train, but a spaceship. As they go from planet to planet, search for him. Finally, where they are at their final destination. I assume they're at the destination, the planet Cairo, which we got introduced to last week, and they started heading towards the tomb of Anubys, where they know everything is going down. When they were menaced by some giant, I'm not going to say scorpions, not scorpions. Lobsters. I don't remember lobsters so easily because I'm not allowed to eat them because I love lobster, but they're not kosher, and I'm a bit Jewy, so I haven't had lobster for about 30 years. Oh man, that's a shame. But they're menaced by these giant lobsters, and it's quite good special effects, sound effects of the snapping sounds as they menace them. So this episode is, I would say, pure Doctor Who, right? This episode is pure Doctor Who. You have a lot of adventure as they deal with like these different monsters that are attacking them, but at the same time you have like riddle solving and kind of like a City of the Exelons feel, right? You haven't really got into that completely yet, but that's the kind of feel you get with this episode. You get a major villainess turning up again, and that's something I like about this book, is that it's a story, right? It has plot threads. They start, they have a middle, they go somewhere, and they complete, which is what we see here. And the reason it works is, again, all the characters are engaging and interesting and three-dimensional, and you do kind of care about them. You do care about why, because they are characters, right? So this episode plods along nicely, and basically I get the feeling that we're just moving all the chess pieces around so we can get to the big finish. No pun intended. Big finish next week. Again, I'm not sure if I said it in this review. I call this the best Doctor Who being made right now, hands down. And I am comparing it. I'm 2 episodes into the new third Doctor thing from Big Finish, the Annihilators, which isn't bad. It has time to go off the rails. It isn't bad thus far, but this is really good, right? This is really good. This is just a really engaging story with engaging characters told across an interesting, varied landscape. You know what it's really like? Imagine, Around the World in 80 Days, they just had that with David Tennant. So imagine that with Capaldi starring in it, more sci-fi stuff, and that's basically what you got. A sci-fi Around the World in 80 Days with Capaldi. Okay, so that's the kind of vibe, and it does that. It does have that kind of adventurous, uplifting feel, which is Doctor Who, right? That's the thing that I love about this. It is genuinely Doctor Who, and I feel just so starved of that right now. So if you feel starved of it too, go check it out. It's in the video notes. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Strong recommend. My name's Tzvi Lebetkin. You are from another and subscribe, and ring the little bell. Ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop.